Hello. Okay, I think we're ready. I've turned the music off. Yeah. I'm getting a bit confused with my controls here. Let's go. Oh. Roll the intro. I knew you couldn't see me. Maybe it's better if you can't see me. What do you think? Hello. I pressed the buttons in the wrong order over there. That was all. Hello to those of you that are in the chat already. Hello to Chris and Michelle and Phil, J5, Helen, of course. Good to see you. Enviaz, by the way, is Glenn, who was in the video last week. So if you want to ask him anything, now's your chance. By the way, Glenn, I meant to tell you that there is a comment on that video for you. It's quite a long comment. It's very nice about you and what you did for me on that video. So go check that out. Maybe reply. At least give it a thumbs up. Someone really appreciated that you were honest and open about everything that you're doing. So yeah, go check that out, Glenn, please. Just going to quickly scroll to the top of the chat. Hello to Josh. Hello, Dana. Good to see you. It has been a while. We've missed you. Hello, Ed. Hello, DIY Video Studio. Hello, Tosh. Jeremy, good to see you again. Who else we got? Jason, hello. I may have already said hello to you, but I can't remember what I said 2 seconds ago. So there we go. Goldfish memory. Hello to Visit Retro Setup. Good to see you as always. EasyWire. Good to see you. You're following me and Doug. Hopefully you'll be earning to support your studies. Hopefully. Ahmed. Good to see you. Walt. Hello to you as always. Who have I missed? Crimson Showdown says, so I design websites for local businesses and I just started doing something new. I actually added an affiliate store to them in conjunction for them, paying a monthly maintenance fee, and it has worked out. Fantastic. J5, call me John, mate. All right, John, mate. I will do, John, mate. Good to see you anyway, John. Richard Harris, hello. Oh, instead of paying a monthly fee, I get it, Crimson. So you get all the affiliate commissions and they don't have to pay you a fee. Sounds like a good deal to them, certainly. Dana's been really busy lately. Frank, just dropping in because it's now on telly. I think that's a compliment. I think it is. Thank you, Frank. Hello, Michael from Belfast. Good to see you. Hello, Iron Genetics. Have you ever heard of the no referrer issue? No referrer gets added manually in WordPress text since like a year, and some affiliate accounts got closed because of this. I've not. I'm going to quickly Google it though, if that's all right. WordPress no referrer. Oh yes, I see. What is it? It doesn't affect your WordPress SEO. Does it affect affiliate links? Does not affect affiliate links. Doesn't seem to be a problem. But that's just one article I've just quickly skimmed. I'll probably need to do more research. Bram says, do you plan on making a reseller web hosting site? I don't. Can do. Is that something you're looking to do? Hello, Adam. Good to see you. Oh, good, NVS. You saw it and answered it. Perfect. The comment thing on YouTube, managing comments is quite tricky. Daniel, I'm good. How are you? Commit. It's not very nice to call everyone slappers, but hello to you. Chris says, I have a new site. First article published on the 7th of November and 38 total now. Early on, I had a few visitors, but last few weeks, absolutely nothing. Is this normal and nothing to be concerned about? I would be a little concerned about that. Wonder what your niche is, what your site is. Probably needs a little bit more investigation. Walt has his hot weekly question. The numbers say email marketing works. What are your ideas about asking for visitors' emails for a regular email update, and what software integrates well with WordPress? Well, Walt. By the way, I hope you've all got a refreshment. So, collecting email addresses. So, I'll tell you what I do and how I've done it. So, I've never been particularly good at collecting email addresses, and personally, I don't believe that email marketing is very effective, but that might just be me. Especially with things like Gmail now that kind of separates all of these mails into different tabs. I don't know if you use Gmail, but you'll be aware of this. So, all your kind of normal email goes into your main tab, and then you have a promotions tab. So, anything that's come out from like a list goes into that one. So, you tend to miss all those, and then you've got the updates tab as well. And yeah, it's very hard to actually get through to people with email. Hello, Anis. Good to see you. First time here. That's even better. But anyway, yeah, sorry. So, Walt. So, what I've done to boost my email address, the first thing is you must give something of value away. That's the only way that people are ever going to give you their email address. So, on WP Eagle, I always used to just have a little box, at the bottom of the post, sometimes in the sidebar, sometimes a pop-up that would say, join up for the newsletter. You get loads of interesting stuff, ideas and tips and whatever. No one ever used to put their email address in. Also, very few people did it. It didn't work very well. But recently, I've really boosted my email list, and that was purely down to the SEO checklist, which I don't know if you remember, I did a few weeks, maybe a month, maybe 2 months ago, with Phil, who's in the chat right now, where I gave away his spreadsheet, which had like 60 odd, or 60, even more than 60 tasks for SEO, something very valuable, very useful spreadsheet, worth having. And that has really worked. People really wanted the spreadsheet, so they were happy to give me their email address, and it's really boosted up my list. In terms of software I use that integrates well, I use Mailchimp. It's free. Well, at least it was free. It's free to me, although I think they may have changed that now, so you might want to check that out. But generally, most decent platforms, Aweber used to be good. I haven't used that for a while. Any of those ones, I can't think of any others off my head, will work well with WordPress. I use Mailchimp, and I've hooked it together with Gravity Forms, which is my favourite form plugin, and basically done it that way. But you can there's a Mailchimp plugin, or there's other ways of doing it. But generally, all of the big mail providers will integrate with WordPress. Hopefully, that helps. Chris, who's not getting any traffic, he's just assuming the first few visitors were bots. I'm wondering if I'm missing something, SEO Search Console wise. Well, if you check into your Search Console, you'll see if there's any problems, and it'll tell you if it's indexed everything and all that kind of stuff. Ryan says, hey Alex, Helen, I know it's been a gazillion times, but I have a few niches in mind for first site. What's the best way to validate them so I don't waste a year on my site to work out? Fortunately, there is no 100% way to validate them, but you just have to get a kind of feel for it, as it were. Start doing some searches on Google, see what keywords are coming up, see if there's lots of different questions, lots of different terms being typed in around your niche. That'd be a good sign, because that means there's people searching for information around your niche, and that means that you can create information for those people, and hopefully get ranked and get traffic from those searches. And then the second thing is have a look at what sites are coming up for those searches. Are they big sites? Are they big, well-known sites, newspapers, magazine type sites, that kind of thing? Or is it just, small sites coming up? Or maybe there isn't any information that's actually answering those queries directly. And do that for all your niches, and then you should get a feel in terms of which one is going to be the best to go for. I say it's not going to be guaranteed anyway, but if you've got one that's got lots of good article ideas and not too much competition in terms of big other sites that are out there, should be fine. You just got to go for it sometimes. Excuse me. I need to just adjust this camera slightly. It's got caught. Hang on. I think that's better. Oh well, whatever. I'm back. Yeah, commit, you slapper. Not related to affiliate, but what are your thoughts on dropshipping? Do you participate in it? I don't. My thoughts on dropshipping you can find actually over on my other channel. But basically, yeah, I don't like it. The main reason I don't like it is because I don't like customers. Like having to deal with people and customers, and that's what you have to do in dropshipping. You have to do customer service. Tosh says, do you add no follow to your Amazon links? I do. Is it necessary? Not necessary, but a good idea. Leslie doesn't like Mailchimp. Leslie, let me know when you want to do that Mailchimp thing. Or the other thing I could do is I could create a video if you're prepared to be patient and put it on the channel on how to do it. Or I could just do it now. Why not? Let's do it now. I'll do it now. Let's get on the computer. But before we do that, actually, I just want to ask you guys, what advert did you get before the stream started? I got one for Elite somethings. Some guy who like had a whiteboard or something up on the wall, and it had $250,000 on it, and he went, that's how much I paid for training courses, trying to find out what works and how to make money online. And well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to package all this training up that I spent my money on. I'm going to give it to you on a silver platter. Ugh. Those guys really start to grate with me now. You got Alex Becker, Phil. Alex Becker's not too bad. Have you seen that he's got rid of all of his stuff? He's like going completely woke. He's got rid of the Lamborghini, got rid of basically all of his furniture. He just has this empty apartment and he's living that way. I still like Alex Becker. But no, the other guys that are just selling courses on how to make money online. Ugh. Because they're just telling you that you need to do affiliate marketing, aren't they? I hope that had the Lambo in it, did it, Phil? Alex Becker. But yeah, I don't like these guys selling courses. And by the way, talking of selling courses, you see the Income School are selling all of their sites. Now, there's a lot of conspiracy people going, oh, it's because Google's changed the algorithm and they just want to get rid of them before the whole thing collapses. But no, I think it's actually because they just want to do some new sites. And if they sell their sites that they've got at the moment, they could raise over £500,000, couldn't they? So that would make building new sites pretty easy because you can just invest that into new sites. So anyway. Yeah, I like Becca. But you can, again, but most of the stuff that Becca is teaching, as with all of these, you can learn it actually off his channel for free. All the good advice. And you can just, I've been watching Alex Becker for quite some time, and you can actually see how he's changed as a person, and metamorphosized into what he is now. Obviously highly successful. He was highly successful back then, but now he's even more successful. And yeah. Anyway, let's do the Mailchimp thing, because hello Stephanie, good to see you. Because I haven't got any sites to review. By the way, if you want me to review your site, let's just quickly do a transition. If you want me to review your site, put it in the chat and we'll see if we can get a few done. A quick transition. Now we're this way. Let's adjust that a little bit. Email marketing is 40 times more effective than social media. That's a bold statement. That's going to depend on lots of things, isn't it? On your list. If you've got a highly engaged list, then of course it will be. And you can, in terms of reach, I mean, I don't know. As I say, it's harder to reach people with email, but it's also hard to reach people with social media nowadays as well. I don't know. J5 or John, I can review it on here. Why not? Right, Mailchimp. This is for Leslie. I'm going to show you exactly how mine works All the nuts and bolts. Okay. If it's adult content, then no, I don't think I can review it on here. Maybe email me. And my email address is... Don't crash. My email address is... I'm just going to try and put it up top. eagle@wpeagle.com. Okay, so let me just share this screen up. Once I've signed in, let me just check there's nothing too sensitive that I don't want to be sharing. Oh, Carl, you got to go. Speak to you soon, Carl. I think we're good. Let's share the screen. I didn't mean to do that transition. It'll do. I mean, look at the size of my list. I mean, it's not very impressive at all, but it is growing. 46 new contacts in 30 days. And they're coming like from the SEO checklist and whatever. So let me show you how it works. Leslie, are you there? This is for you. I hope you're watching. So I've got a form. I'm using Gravity Forms, as I said. Gravity Forms is excellent for doing this. I'm going to put a link for Gravity Forms in the description, or sorry, in the chat. I strongly recommend, if you can afford it, to get Gravity Forms. It's a great plugin. Does more than just forms. Well, actually, it doesn't. It mainly does forms, but it does anything you can wonder or you want to do with forms. So I've got this form here. It's very simple. Let me just show you what it looks like on the front. TMJZL. How do you get a private email address? What, on your domain? You normally can just do it with your host, or just look up email providers. Yeah, mine's provided with a hosting company. How long it roughly take to make £100, £100 a day from affiliate marketing? 2 years, realistically. Okay, so this is the post. Don't know if you remember the video. Here's the form. Here we go. The form's here. First name, last name, email. So then Gravity Forms has got this Mailchimp connector. By the way, Leslie, if you want Gravity Forms and you haven't got the DOS right now, I do have a developer license. So as I've worked on your site, I could add it to your site. Just drop me a reply to that email that I sent you and we can sort that out. So here's the settings for the Mailchimp connector. So what it does is... Yeah, what it does is it adds a tag, and the tag is SEO checklist. And this is the key thing, that whatever you do in terms of how you collect with whatever form you're using for Mailchimp, you need to add a tag. And then in here, in Mailchimp, I've got automate. I think it's in automate. You can do here, like email subscribers when they're tagged. You pick your list, whatever, you go begin. One day after tag is added to the contact, then you come in here, you edit this and you select the tag. You might want to send it immediately, whatever. You update that trigger. All day, every day, blah, 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 blah. Then you design the email. And that's it. It really is that easy. I'm going to save and exit. I don't actually want this. Can I save an dashboard? Exit without starting here. Go away. So that's basically it. The one I've got here, you can, once you're done, you find them in campaigns. under automations over here. That's the one I just did, isn't it? I don't want anyone. Let's just archive that, otherwise I get confused. Type archive. It's easier for. Does it have to be capitals? Jeez. Oh my. Typing not working tonight. Thank you, John. I'll look out for that email. So yeah, in automations. TMGZL, do you have any affiliate blogs that do recurring monthly subscriptions? No. So yeah, there's the SEO checklist. Well, what is this one that's paused now? Anyway, let me just edit this. So yeah, immediately after they're tagged with the SEO checklist, they send this email. Let me just pause and edit. And then within this email, very simple email. Here's your checklist. Thanks for joining. Blah 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 blah. Get the list. Then I just link basically to a file. It's a Google spreadsheet, and that's it. Let's resume that now. Let me just check what that other one was. What was that other one? Did that make sense, Leslie? What is this? Hello, Anthony. Hello, Mr. Kulikari. I like your name. Hello, Brian. You just got back from job at the uni. It's like zombie apocalypse. This is the Elementor one. I should probably resume that. I'm still running that, aren't I? Oh, I don't know. Anyway. Anthony asks, has anyone used a decent plugin that auto-inserts your Amazon affiliate ID for Amazon links? No. But I will show you this, that I'm doing a video on. I'm hoping I'm going to get it up tomorrow, though again, my productivity at the moment is not where it needs to be. The problems of being an entrepreneur, affiliate person, working from home bloke. Oh, Trader James, try downloading those of templates again. There was something wrong with the zip file, maybe. If they still don't work, email me, Trader James, and I'll email you the template. So what I wanted to show you was this plugin. I'm doing a look at AAWP and Amma Pro is the other one, I think it's called. Oh, I very nearly gave away my API key there, didn't I? But luckily we're startup. I really don't want to reset all them. So yeah, this is a nice little thing. It's AAWP, as I just said, and you basically can add some nice shortcodes like text links, product boxes. So let me just copy the shortcode. Let me show what it looks like. So I'm going to do a full review soon. Let me just create a post. Ashish, would you still suggest anything similar to Train Saver? No, I wouldn't. No, I don't think it's going to work very well in 2020. You're better off just creating a blog with lots of nice content. I've not sent an email with a more direct call to action. I haven't, Walt. Crypto Man, any thoughts on using the magazine Elementor template for building a blog site? I think that should be fine. TMGZA, would you ever sell a course? I've thought about it, and after what I've just said about people selling courses, probably not. I don't think you need a course. I think you can learn everything you need for free. And I think if I made a course, it probably wouldn't be very good anyway. Let me just paste that shortcode in. What was I doing? This is what I was doing. Showing you these cool shortcodes that you can use. That didn't work at all, did it? Maybe it's that code. So basically, yeah, you get this. You then... Why did that not work? I love it. Then you go to Amazon. You get a product. Hang on, like a roof box. Get the old ASIN. Put it in here. It does actually work with Elementor, sort of. Hello, Damon. There we go. And it does that. Like a real nice product box. With your link and everything. So that's pretty good. I mean, it does other things as well, like your text links. Just a standard text link. But, I mean, you could just use SiteStripe for those, I guess. You can do these bestsellers, which is kind of cool. So you copy this. Put it below here. Let's put it. Paste. There we go. You know, and then you do a keyword like roof box. Preview that. TM just said, do you have to pay for Elementor? No, there's a free version and a paid version. I recommend the paid version, but you'll probably be fine with the free one. Yeah, and that adds this like bestseller thing. You just based on a search. Look at that. There is some adjusters that you can add to the shortcodes to limit the number. By the way, if you're interested in this plugin, I'm just going to put an affiliate link in the chat. Of course I am. There's going to be a full video tomorrow, all being well. My thoughts on Facebook FBA is I don't have any products for them to sell, and no, I can't be bothered. Again, dealing with inventory and stock and all that stuff doesn't sound like fun. So that's nice, but you can also, with this plugin, create these tables. I did this one here earlier called test table. And like you can drop these products in, you just put the ASINs in, you can delete them, you can reorder them around, you can decide what you want to add. I mean, let's have another row. Prime status sounds good. Another one, reviews. Why not? Reviews. You can then save this table and then you grab this shortcode. My one downside, there's two downsides with this plugin, I think. Two downsides. First is it needs an API key, which I know can be tricky to get hold of sometimes. Needs API key. And the other one is it uses a lot of shortcodes, which isn't, you know, if you're not that familiar with WordPress, they can be a little bit overwhelming, I think. Easy wire. There we go, look. Oh, it didn't do the reviews, did it? I don't know what I need to do with that. But yeah, it's for tables. Yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of people don't know what shortcode is and don't want to know what shortcode is. Easy boy. Any alternative to keyword everywhere, please? Yes, Google. Google is all you need. Get as many keywords as you want. Roof box for. Look at all these keywords I've got already. Then come down here. There's even more keywords here. Keywords everywhere. Literally keywords everywhere. The best value in plugins? Good one. I say Gravity Forms, definitely. I get a lot of value from that. Do I do Google Ads? No. Hello, Josh. Josh, damn late. EasyWire says Uber suggests there's a problem. It doesn't show search volume. It doesn't, but then it doesn't know search volume. None of them do, apart from Google, and Google doesn't share that information. The rest of them just kind of extrapolate what little information they have, and it's very rarely correct. EasyWire, as I just said, search volume is irrelevant, really. So your traffic is organic. It is. If you like, we can do a little update on Best Roof Books. Why not? There's no site review tonight. Only one offer of a site review, and that was an adult site. So, as it's a Tuesday, I thought better not. Good evening, John. Hello, Mick. Chris, put your site in the chat. Why not? Oh, did you? Did I miss it? Do it again. Sorry. Just use what Google suggests. This is Dana, by the way. 100% agree. You don't need to know the volume. You definitely don't. Okay, we're ready. So, latest traffic numbers on Best Roof Books. Should we have a fancy transition? Let's do it. Fancy. HomeNetworkGeek.com. All right, Chris, I'll take a look at that in a sec. He said, "Why about how to get the KGR then?" Well, don't use KGR. Just go for it. Just use the force and get a feel for an article, and you'll know. Anyway, 74 concurrent viewers right now. That's fantastic. If you're enjoying tonight's stream, why not click the like button? Anyway, here we are. Yesterday was pretty good, huh? 265. Generally an upward curl. Upward curve. Curve or a curl. Up 43% on the previous 30 days, which is nice for January. We look at where they're coming from. Yeah, so EZY, there's not much KGR on here. Just literally just been creating as many articles as I can around all of the keywords that I found. And by the way, I have used, if we look at organic search, what are we on here? Keyword, I don't know how that happened. Google Organic is up 66%. How long has the site been live? I think the site was launched back in, was it April? Let's go back to the beginning. Certainly was not January, but we'll go back that far. There we go. So I must have launched it around in February. Okay, so it's coming up to its first birthday, actually. We see, look, dung, 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 dung. Not much happening. I'm feeling despondent. Then suddenly things happen. And then suddenly, I don't know what happened on the 15th of July, but I probably put a video on YouTube, to be fair, but we don't know. Then it started going down again. That was when I was feeling bad about the seasonality. And then, look, now we're going. This little note here was when I switched to rank math. Now, I don't know if that's conclusive, if rank math has done that, or it's down to other factors that the site's a bit older, been adding content, or we could say that rank math has had a fantastic effect on the traffic. I don't know. I think it's too early to call that. I guess you want to know about the money. Let's have a quick look. We're up to 191. I mean, I was hoping that we'd be further along by now this month. Personally. There is about another £50, I think, on the UK orders. So that would take us up to what? About $250, $260? Oh no, we're up to 60, so that's nearly $80. So yeah, about 280, 290 in total. It's saying £204. What's that in dollars? $250, something like that. I'm pretty sure these UK ones are boxes. Commit says, congrats on your success, Alex. You'll soon be able to leave your day job. If I had one, I would. I would definitely leave it. If I did have a day job, I'd be leaving it. Yeah, there's a couple of Thule boxes in, as well as some powdered gloves and some tensioning belts and some other very strange. There's another Thule thing, and just something that intriguingly says angels. What is that? Oh, it's a book. Knowing their purpose, releasing their power. How intriguing. Anyway, so let's have a look at Chris's site. This is a site that's not getting any traffic. Commit says, how do you combine all your different regions into one dashboard with Amazon? One link, video on the channel. Scroll back through, you'll find it. Frank says, remember it's January and they're all skint from Christmas. It'll take off again when folks start thinking of holidays, etc. Yes, I'm sure. January is probably not the month to think about roof boxes, really, is it? Walt's got a tip there for you, Chris. Call yourself Chris Colwell, not just Chris. It sounds better. Michael says, my bounce rate is 85%. Is that too high? My bounce rate is 61%. Is that too high? I think it depends on the traffic. So I can see that traffic from Facebook bounces very high. Organic search bounces fairly high, but the thing is, I'll come back to your site in a second, Chris. Let me just answer this. Bounce rate is a metric not to worry about. I'm going to say it. I've said it. Bounce rate, don't worry about it. Let me put this situation for you. I'll do a little situation now. I'll do a search. This is an average visitor that's going to bounce off my site, and and then I'll let you decide whether this is a bad thing or not. So, best roof box for camping. They're doing a search on Google. They're going camping. They do a search. They see this fantastic article here with the snippet. It could be that I'm logged into Google. We could do an incognito search as well. Let's just have a quick look. Let's just drop the best as well. Roof box for camping. Oh, maybe it was because I logged in. Anyway, it's third anyway. So yeah, they find this article. They give it a click. They go, oh yeah. I read the article. This looks good. This looks well written, well put together. They read along, and then they get to about down here, and they go, oh, the video's not working. Never mind. They go a bit further, and they read this. They go, the Yakima Skybox Carbonite. That sounds like the one. It looks great, very easy to attach and remove. And then they click here. Now I know it's opening in a new tab, but yeah, if that user now closes this tab, or they don't click on anything else on here, you know, they don't go on any of these links, they don't go to any of these other articles, they just come on here, and that's not worked because I'm in the UK and there is no Yakima in the UK, but never mind, whatever. They go to Amazon.com and they see the Yakima box and they buy it, and I get a commission. Perfect, that was great. However, as I say, on analytics, that person is going to be registered as a bounce. It's going to increase my bounce rate. But was it a bad thing? No, it was a good thing because I've earned a commission. So if someone bounces off, it could be because they've just landed on an article. The article was good. They then click on one of your affiliate links. They go off and buy. They don't click on anything else on your site because they've done what they wanted to do. They got the product they wanted. It's a bounce, but it's good. Anyway, let's go back to Chris's site. So you say that there's not getting any traffic. Let me just do a quick little look on Google, just see if we've got some index going on here. Okay. Looks good. Looks like the majority of your content is probably on there. I don't know if you've got much more than this. Best network switch for gaming. I'm just seeing if I can see you anywhere. Not yet. But it could be early days. How long have you had the site, remind me? Bounce to 73%, that's fine. Oh. Did you not see that last example? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I wasn't sharing my screen. It wasn't a very good example anyway, but I think you got the idea. Me and my live streaming, editing, directing, as usual, is up to standard. All I basically did was this. I did a search for camping roof box or something like that. Went on this. Another one that's ranking well, isn't it? Yeah. This was the example. Read the article, blah, blah, blah. Click the link. Buy something. Get commission. Get registered as a bounce, but hey, it's good. Yeah, I did that even quicker. Cryptoman says, is it okay to place product pictures into your post? No, you should really use the site link, one link. What's it called? Site Stripe. Or you can add images, but then don't add your affiliate link to that image. Anyway, let's talk about Chris's site. So, first of all, 7th of November 2019. Okay. It's still early days. You know, going back to there's at some points I was getting down to virtually nothing. But bear in mind that a lot of the traffic that I was getting, in fact, let's have a look. What is this? March. I'd imagine most of the traffic that I was getting back then is probably from YouTube. People just, watching the tutorial video. Yeah. There is a little bit of Google Organic. I don't know what that was. It could just be people searching for the site. So I think it's probably still early days. You're going to need more articles. As Walt has said, this area that you're in, there could be quite a lot of competition. I mean, I don't know who's coming up, but let's have a quick look. Like How To Geeks, that sounds like a big site. Digital Trends, that sounds like a big site. Lifehacker sounds like a big site. I'm not saying that you can't compete, but it's going to be harder. In terms of site look and feel, it's got a nice simple look and feel to it. Very simple blog style. Got the lazy load. And it looks like you've been plugging away at the articles. Really good. What is the USB port on a router for? Oh, okay. Hi, Gaz. Dana says maybe try a different angle. Yeah, maybe. I think in general the look and feel of the site is good. I mean, you could maybe jazz it up a little bit. It's a little bit simplistic and sometimes, but it'll do the job. What is the theme? Generate press. That's fine. Yeah. I'm just wondering if the niche is going to be competitive and it's going to be full of other really techie people that are going to be doing SEO and all kinds of stuff. But I don't know. Richard says, just about to create my first post. Any tips? Have a look at my content video. Do lots of research on Google first. Get loads of ideas for what you're going to be writing about, and then the article should nearly write itself. Chris says you should maybe try Doug's KGR method. Yeah, why not? We all need to get some numbers. And by the way, talking about keywords everywhere, which is still a fantastic tool. Even though you do have to pay for it now, the cost for some credits is minimal. You can just buy those credits and get your numbers and do your research, and it's not going to break the bank. I'm wondering if a YouTube channel as well might work well for you around home networking and that kind of stuff. Do some videos on this stuff. Hey, I've got that. That's weird. Ooh. Is it a good one? It's warm. I feel it radiating into my brain as I picked it up. Hello, Alte. Yeah, using Google Prediction is a great way to help structure your articles. So I'm going to be doing a full video on Carl's service soon, which is keyword. I'm going to mention it again. I think Carl deserves some credit. He's been a long time supporter of the channel, so I like to give back. So yeah, I tried out his service. I went for the Pro plan, by the way. So he's got this keyword service. Let me just make my head a bit smaller, slightly off-putting. Where basically gives you 30 keyword ideas as well as an article. He also sent me this article, a free article, which was this one. Let me find it. So he did this car wash one. I can't even see it now. Where it's probably moved down. I've been adding lots of content. This one. Can you go for a car wash with the roof box? I mean, it's a great idea for an article. I would have thought that the answer was pretty obvious, that it's probably not a good idea, which is what we kind of said. So, but did it work? Well, if you do a search, and again, I'll pop into an incognito to do this. Do a search. It's doing pretty well. Pretty well. But you're probably thinking, oh, that's all very well, isn't it? But I bet, how many searches is there actually around? Can you go for a car wash with a root box? It's probably, got number one, but you're not getting any traffic. And that, I kind of felt that a little bit. But then when you go into analytics, just copy this URL here so we can look it up in analytics. If you go into analytics and go into, by the way, if you want to find out which pages are doing what, then you go into, what do you go into? You go into behavior, don't you? Yeah, you go into behavior. Why don't they change the words of these things? I'm sure that's changed. And you go into site, content, all pages. And then you be sure to obviously set your date right. And if we actually have a look, it's all right. Last 30 days, 179 page views, 67 entrances to the site. There's a high bounce rate again, but as I said, we're not worried about bounce rate. So that's pretty good for an article that was published whenever it was published. Oh, you not got a date on these? Probably had a date, shouldn't I? December 14th. So it's about a month old. It's about a month old. It's getting traffic. It's ranking number 1. It could be a fluke. But I've published, like, this was one of Carl's as well. I mean, these articles were written by my writers, Texton to be precise, but obviously using his keyword ideas. Did I close that incognito? Yeah. Does a roof box need to be central? We're there. I mean, again, I don't know if it's doing much on the traffic front. That one has only been up less than a week. 13th. That's not that long ago. I don't know if there's going to be any traffic on this one, but 9? That's not bad. It's only been up a week. Look at it. It's shot up. It's on its way up. What does Roofbox? Sorry, what does? I can't talk. What does Phil? Let's start again. Phil asks, what does the Search Console say about best Roofbox? I don't know, Phil. Let's have a look. Why not? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, and as people are saying, as well with Carl's service, he gave me a review on the site. He gave me a massive list of keywords, well 30, and a whole load of information on competition. And yeah, it's just really great value for $200 or whatever it was. It's fantastic. Ashish says, why don't you run ads for your affiliate site? Why should I run ads when I'm getting fantastic traffic for free from Google Organic Search? I'd rather spend my money on content for the site, which is going to bring in traffic continuously over time, rather than spending on ads, which is just going to be like a one-off hit of traffic. If that makes sense. There was a question a minute ago. Rich says, I'll be over the moon to hit £50 a month at the minute. Yeah. Avishek says, please let me know about some of the best techniques to get traffic fast to your affiliate site. Unfortunately, there isn't any way to get traffic fast to your affiliate site. It's a slow process. Anything fast is not gonna be efficient, not gonna work well. Okay, I've got Search Console up. I just had to hide it for a second because there is client stuff in there. So that looks like a reasonable graph. I mean, if this end's higher than that end, it's a good graph, isn't it? Daniel says, did I understand correctly, Mike, your attention is divided? You're watching telly as well, aren't you, or something? Carl has a content service in addition to keyword service. He doesn't have a content service as such. He just, with his pro plan, he provides you with an article. I guess he's using some of his writers, but he won't do, if he provides you 30 keywords, he's not going to create 30 articles for you. Performance is, it's not the actual speed of the site, it's the number of clicks in it. Is that where they find the positions and all that stuff? Average position 25.9, is that good? That doesn't sound good. I don't know, Phil, is this good? I don't really look in Google Search Console. It looks good. I mean, again, the graphs all look good to me. Oh, Daniel, you're working. Sorry, I assumed wrong. Chris, when you say Pinterest is still a worth of time investment, whenever I post an article, I still create the Pinterest thing, because also Google pulls it in, as we've seen. this can appear in search results. And then I do just click save and I do pin it. I don't know if it's doing any good. Average position seems to be... Oh, that was... Something happened there, didn't it? Was that Christmas? It's bobbing along. There's quite a few ones, isn't there? Let's whack this up. Change it to the last 7 days. Okay. I don't know if this is good. I think it is looking good. Generally, the main two analytic figures I'm looking at is traffic and money. How much is it earning? How much traffic is it getting? All the other metrics are interesting, but you could look at these metrics all day, can't you? James says, would you ever contact a brand to have them guest post on your site? I think that's a good idea. I haven't done it. You ask if it's a bad idea, I'd say it's a good idea. I can't pronounce your name because I don't recognise the letters. But you've asked, sorry. Besides Pinterest, which other social media sites do you use? I don't use any other social media sites for Best Roof Box. So therefore I don't spend any time on them. I don't think social media is a great way to promote these kind of sites, but maybe it is. I find it's quite a big time investment, and if you know me, then you'll know that that's a bad thing for me, because I'm really bad with investing the time I've got, let alone trying to do more. Walt is sharing his best quote from Carl, which is Google will find good content. I think it's good that we're talking about Carl while he's not here, don't you think? That way you'll have to rewatch the stream to find out all the lovely things we said about him. Yeah, so he basically just focused on good content, good meaning, the good kind of content that Python search for X will be happy to find. Exactly. Are you helping someone? I have not always hit the mark with my content. I've sometimes just wanted to put content up for the sake of putting content up. But if you do just stick to that motto and that mindset, you'll be fine. Create good content to help people out. Phil says search term versus page and what the meta is on the page as search term sharp and bold on Google results. Happy to discuss offline. We should have a chat, yeah. Anything could help. Anyway, I mean, time is running out again. We're nearly at past already, but let's go for another 10 minutes or so, shall we? I think we're in our flow at the moment, aren't we? It's good. If I could talk, would be fine. The words are just failing me today. Thank you, John, mate. The other plugin I'm also going to do a review on is Amma Pro, I think it's called. Maybe it's not called Amma Pro. It is called Amma Pro. Is it called Amma Pro? Maybe it's not. I need to obviously find out what it is before I do a review. It's Amma Links Pro. Oh. Yeah, Helen's just posted a link to the Facebook group. Do join us in there for more chat when we're not streaming. Abhishek says, what is the CPC of this website? Do you mean the earnings? I don't know exactly what it is. It's not high. So yeah, this is the other plugin that I'm going to auto review. I'm just waiting for them to send me a free copy, of course. Now, this one looks interesting because it does very similar stuff to AAWP, the one I was just showing you, but doesn't require the API. So you can have like tables, and you can have buttons, and again, nice product boxes. So it's obviously using like SiteStripe or something, but it's cool. It's basically kind of messing with your SiteStripe stuff, which is good because SiteStripe is very restrictive. So yeah, I'm going to do a review on this one and on AAWP, and then I'm going to do another video on what's best. So probably get 3 videos out of this, I reckon. Thank you, everyone's shouting out my links at me now. I missed out the links bit. Josh might be coming support from them. Well, Josh, if you could ask them to send me a copy, I have emailed them, and approve my affiliate application, that'd be great. Stephanie is still here. She's how to get the API key in 2020. It's hard. You just need to make some sales. Let me check I've got your email, John. John, patience is a virtue. I've just read one of your emails. When you've got bills and stuff to pay, and you know money, you need some money in. Affiliate marketing is not maybe the answer because it's a slow burn. It is slow because it's just slow. Many reasons. You've got to create a site. You've got to create content. You then start to get ranked. You start to get traffic. Traffic starts to convert. You earn some commissions, and you get paid. But that process takes a long time. Even when you start earning commissions, it can be another 30 days, 60 days sometimes before you even get paid. So my advice would be to try and get cash in other ways. Keep working on your affiliate stuff, but you know, look at that as a long-term view. And it just adds extra stress when you've got, you know, the need for money and whatever. Damon drives Uber to make ends meet. Yeah, doing those kind of gigs is a better way to get cash in quick. I've got a couple of website reviews actually in the email here. Let's have a quick look. Got a couple here. We'll do these. Why not? John, I don't see the link to your site though. Okay, you're not that new to it, John. Okay, fair enough. I don't see your site though anywhere. Unless it's... Oh no, I found it. It's again. It's Gmail put it into the wrong tab. All right, I'll have a look, John. My first impression is that you're covering a lot of bases with that site. And sometimes it's better to be more specific. But yeah, it'll probably be tomorrow now. But anyway, Tux the Penguin sent over a site. It's not a WordPress site. So generally I don't review sites that aren't WordPress, but as it's Tux the Penguin, we'll have a look. Flagsavvy.com. Just say no. Can you turn off the Gmail tabs? Ah. Okay, I've turned them all off then. If that may help me, I don't know. It looks like I've got a lot of stuff in my email now. Now, Tuck says he made this site with without WordPress, with just like jQuery and stuff. Or did he make it with HTML, PHP, jQuery? Yeah. It's a Flags with the World quiz. This flag belongs to Myanmar. This is Mauritius, or is it Yemen? Only 5 seconds per flag. Moldova? I'm not going to do any more of that. Mohammed says, let's compare A's on a good plugin. I don't know, I've not used it. Yeah, it says... Oh. Yeah, it says it's the table of contents. Isn't that a bit of a plugin, bit of a big plugin to slow down your website? And it's great for User Express. The plugin's fine for table of contents, and it is great. Let's have a look at the shop. Okay. That's cool. I like that. So you look for certain flags. Then it does a search on Amazon. Affiliate search. Very interesting. I've never seen that before. I like it. I think it's a good site, Tux. I don't think you're on tonight, are you? But I like it. And this was the... Did you have a site with the dice as well? Was that your site? I remember that one. Was it the random dice thrower site? Not sure about the colours, but you know, that's just me. And it probably suits this kind of site, to be fair. And I think this is very interesting. Whether you'll get any sales, I don't know. But the technology and the way you put that together is really cool. Mohammed says, please make a video on YouTube on Instagram affiliate marketing. I know nothing about Instagram affiliate marketing, but I'd imagine it's like all these things. You need a following, you need to have people looking at your Instagram, and then you can recommend products. Problem with Instagram, I find, is it's quite hard to insert links, so tracking sales, affiliate sales, might be hard. One more site review, and then we'll call it a night. This one's from Maria Laura Udaneta. Not very good at pronouncing names, as you know. Peaked at 80 viewers tonight, which is really good. Rehab, it's a Rehab. So in 2020, I'm not a fan of Rehab anymore. I know I did a tutorial a long time back now. That site never did particularly well. The trainer one, not that I did much work on it. And these sites are a lot of work. They are a lot of work. And I don't think they add a lot of value to the internet. And if you're not adding value, then it's hard to get traffic. But that said, and also it's in tech, which is really competitive as a niche. And also, obviously, if you saw the interview with Glenn, who's got his retro site, we talked about this, that, you know, writing about retro stuff is cool because it doesn't go out of date. People, you know, it just kind of matures. It gets better, in fact. Tech stuff goes out of date so quickly. You know, you review whatever you've reviewed. Let's have a look. The best laptop you can get for $1,000 4 weeks ago. That's going to be different in a month or 2 months or 3 months. There's going to be other laptops that are $1,000, better laptops are $1,000. So tech is a red flag for me. Price comparison is a red flag. I'm not saying abandon it. The domain name's quite good. Maybe sell the domain name. But yeah. Other than that, I'd make the logo white, make it stand out again. I don't know what that is, and your SSL's not working properly. It's probably the logo. So if you haven't done too much work on this site, which looks like there's still loads of work to be done, it might be time maybe just to stop and think again. Think of a different niche and go for a blog type site before you go in too deep with this site, spend too long on it, and end up getting really frustrated. It's a top hat. Is it? Maybe it is. Thank you for your thank you, and I don't know if you can put your name in English. That would help me say thank you to you even better. How can I monetize website? I can't add AdSense to it. You can monetize it through affiliate links. Glenn, I don't want to trash sites. I feel like there's no point doing a review if I'm not going to be honest. If I just say it's a great site, I love it, you're going to do well, I'm lying and I'm not doing anyone any favours, am I? And we've all picked bad niches. We all do it. It's part of learning and growing as an affiliate marketeer, that you do pick bad niches and you do create sites that don't work, and you do have to dump them and walk away and feel really bad about it and whatever, and it's been a waste of time. But you draw from that experience and move on to the next site and do an even better site. Oh yeah, sorry, let me get rid of that text. It is in the way of it, isn't it? I don't know why I put that there. Thanks for that. Dennis says, yeah, there is always possibly an angle that you can take that's different to what everyone else is doing and open up a niche, but can be hard. You just got to drill down, get specific in your tech. Though again, I'd probably avoid tech, just for the very nature of it. Walt says, failure is the key for learning. Fail more, fail harder, fail faster. Very true, Walt. Remember, there's no failure, only feedback. Glenn says he actually has a tech site, and it was one of his first, and it's actually making a few bits of money. But you have to be really creative. Yeah, well, you never said what the most searched term for in home networking is. We need to know now. Transition. Okay. We notice we're going through all the colours tonight. I don't know if that's distracting, comforting, alarming. Let me know. Sorry. I held it a bit too close. I do apologise for those of you wearing headphones. Chris, we can't be the ones to call whether it's worth you carrying on. That site, the articles look good, but yeah, as I was saying earlier, I don't know if it's going to be a hard niche. I mean, none of these niches are impossible; they're just harder. Sorry, I will be more soothing and careful with the transitions. Quiet transitions, something like that, maybe. And that's the other thing. I mean, sometimes it's just going to take longer with these niches. It's going to take 5 years. as our friend, I think it's a Russian character set there that I can't pronounce his name, but yeah, sometimes it just takes a long time. And the other thing with home networking is, I don't know if it's such a big thing anymore, because you just get a router and you just switch it on and you're on. There isn't too much to do. You turn your printer on, it just connect it to your Wi-Fi and it works. And I used to be a network engineer a long time ago when it was like NT4, and networking took a bit of work to get working, to get it actually going. But now it's so easy. Anyway, I'm sorry for hurting your ears. You've got to push through the struggle. Yeah, Chris, don't throw in the towel just yet. I think it's early days. I think you need to just give it a bit more time. If you can get the right angles, and if you can write articles around information that isn't out there so much, you may have a chance. Or try and find a different angle. If you're targeting Vue.js, then write your content around that. I mean, you could just focus it all around gaming, for example, network gaming, where people go and create networks and play games. Focus it on that, so just deal with performance equipment. I say I don't know the niche that well, but I'm sure you do, and you might be able to think of some other angles. Anyway, we've been streaming for I don't know how long we've been streaming for. Quite some time. Over an hour, I think. "79 minutes, in fact. The smart home could be a thing. Definitely. Thank you all for joining me, especially some of the regulars and some of those that, some of you that haven't been with us for a while. It's good to have you back on, and of course all the people that are new. It's great to see you. I really enjoy spending Tuesday evenings with you all, and I hope that you found it useful. I've been on too long. Sorry, Frank. I'm going now. You can go to bed. It is bedtime. You're right. So let's all go to bed. Put your personality out there. Good tip from Walt. Yes. Thank you, Gary. Gaz, I should say. I'll try and get that AAWP video up tomorrow, all being well. I'll do the full video on Carl's service in a few weeks. I want to give the articles that I've created a bit of time. I'm going to get some more written based on Carl's keywords, just so we've got a good reflection and a good idea of how well that's working. There's one dislike. Thank you, Walt. It's never too early to go to bed, Stephanie. Anyway, yeah, thank you all. I'll be back, of course, the same time next week, Tuesday. But yeah, you can carry on the chat in the Facebook group. There's been a link put up. If you can't see the link, just go onto Facebook and do a search for WordPress Eagle, and I'm sure you'll find all the good stuff. Let's do the countdown. 5. I'm going to forget the button. 4. 3. 2. I can't do 2 with those fingers, can I? 2. Look at deformed hand. 1. I'll see you next week. Have a good week, and good luck with all your sites and all your projects and all the rest of it. And I'll see you in the comments, probably. Until next time, bye for now.